all. This is season 7, ladies and gentlemen.
Ini
An Esmeralda. We were talking about
Esmeralda gold lane ya guys ya dari Nino guys.
They go for it.
We finally get to see it. It's back. Will it work?
Menarik ya,
That's
menarik
a big
guys.
question.
Season 7 Nino.
Season 7 fighter Nino. It was demolishing all the gold laners.
Kembali lagi Alter Ego nyobain
with
ini
the
ya.
Esmeralda, with the
Season
changes to the
8?
magical items.
Season 8 as well, right?
Yeah, season 8 as well.
Yes.
It was season 7 and 8.
Yeah.
It was
I'm
also
so
the
hyped
time
for
when
this.
Maungzi, Ahmad played Beatrix mid.
Seems like a whole lifetime away, man. But we're
Di
seeing
sini
some
Esmeralda
nostalgia
buat
right here.
ngedeny
Okay, Esmeralda, man.
Harley,
With the plugins, for instance,
Harley,
there's so many
Harley.
item combinations right here that can make such a
Oke,
big
game
difference.
1.
What a way to begin the Chaos Derby, ladies and gentlemen. The audience in the building, they're feeling it. We're feeling it as well on the caster desk. But will it work out to debut Esmeralda in the gold lane as a counter to the Harith that has not found a counter just yet? Is this the answer to these questions? Let's welcome you to game number 1 between Bigatron and Alter Ego.
Lunox was too vulnerable and lost that matchup yesterday. We saw Onyx try to go up against the Herod with Lunox. Now it's the other counter, the Esmeralda. Definitely takes away a whole lot of the sieging power that Alter Ego would have usually on a marksman. But
Generasinya
is it
pakai
worth
Chow.
it?
We have to see how it really plays out, man. No siege
Oh,
power,
emannya
but
pakai
a lot of ways to just go in, dive
Flicker
in,
di sini
and set
ya,
up for
guys,
a big wombo combo dive, just the way Alter Ego used to really enjoy doing it. So Rizzo, by the way, with the sprint, this seems to be their attempt at mitigating that long distance, the mobility that
Kita
Pakai
lihat
have on
linknya
this link.
atas ya guys. Ya di
Looking at
sini
the
linknya
items
atas
here,
dia
Spire,
bawain
Pokemon,
sama
and Moreno.
Kairi.
They want to have as many spells as
Buat
possible.
Serizo-nya
Follow
dia
that
bawa
and Nino and Rossi
emblem
has agility because
fighter.
both of these heroes, the Cho and the
Agility,
Esmeralda, will
Festival
benefit
of
so
Blood
much from that
sama
movement speed. It's gonna be a
Quantum
whole
Charge.
mobility versus crowd control
Baratnya
type
dia
matchup.
pakai custom
Alter Ego will have to
emblem
try and
tank,
move
Thrill,
around the
Season
crowd
Hunter,
control, and
sama
Bigatron is their
Confish
responsibility to
Blast.
lock Alter Ego down.
But if I'm not mistaken, one of the big weaknesses to the Esmeralda, wait a minute, Nino gets jumped quite low with Key coming in there. Oh, a mirror play is happening as well.
Good jab as well, trying to zone Taz away. And Taz actually utilizes retry here. That is quite a bit late because the turtle will spawn in 10. Bigatron will have so much pressure to play with around that turtle now.
Quite off in the timing, but back to the point, one of the biggest weaknesses of Esmeralda is CC, no?
Chili Boy.
With Nino picking up the flicker, I wonder
Ini
if that
Shelly
is
Boy
going to
pakai
be a big problem for
Ella.
Nino later on when the team fights happen, because Bigatron have picked up quite a lot of CC heavy heroes, right? The Key,
Oke,
Cerezo, Moreno as well.
Chorizo-nya zoning.
Look at this. Rashi's not level 4, so he can't completely punish Chorizo, who gets a shielding. The turtle is going to be taken for free, and they control the purple buff. Chorizo now tied up by Selly Boy. Pai doing some damage. Chorizo pops in the sprint to disengage. Bigatron control the purple buff here with a retry as well. Pai jumps in, but Manin's Fury will knock him up. Super Ken retry, securing the purple buff and taking it away from... Oh, wow. Oh, two-man with the missiles, catching him now. A hard guard in place to Pai, but Chorizo is going to be rotating as well, with the Death is Welcome used up by Bigatron Alpha. But they have accumulated... What? This lane? Nino is losing in this... Who can counter the Harith?
It's just too strong right now. And this is before the
Harith.
main item spikes, item power spikes do come in and make a difference. There's a question, Eterna. No Purify on Nino, but a hard guard available for that age-old combo. The Angela in a fighter that can just run all the way in the back, like an almost more improved, tankier CC.
I do have to say, for Onyx at least, whenever they go for the Assassins, they always ban Barats. Is this why? The farming of the Barats? It's crazy. He's out-farming the Link by a long shot.
And it's because he's been winning in the retry battles as well when they are small skirmishes around the map so far. And the rest of his team as well. If you look at how Bigatron are moving, they're moving as a full unit, and all three are always
of Blade
just
sudah di
outnumbered
pop
and
up ke
bullied
dia guys
away
ya.
because there's no real main front line until later on where Pai can be the main guy just sitting in the front, absorbing all that damage. For now, I guess Rossi can do that, but he can escape easily, but he can't really absorb as much damage as the members of Bigatron can.
So to sum it all up, essentially, this is not working out for Alter Ego just yet.
I think it's really gonna benefit them later on in the mid
Oke,
game for this game.
birunya dirusuh
for this
lagi,
matchup.
guys.
But looking at the pattern right now, BTR Alpha is just farming, out farming all.
Lingnya ini nggak bakalan main di early ya.
No kills just yet.
Super weak. Ling in this game so far. He can't even get into his own jungle without getting bullied, and the key as well, just rotating over. Way the dragon used up on Moreno. Comes in with another realm, gets caught in the penalty zone, but it's all good right now. So Rizzo goes back in with a knockout strike, and a Minute's Fury as well. The Tempest of Blades will knock Key up, but he's happy taking it. Now Pai is going to be locked down very low. Shadow Stampede, one more hit to take him down. And Super Ken, amidst the chaos, takes the advantage. The orange buff.
This is
Ini
working
buffnya
out.
udah dimakanin.
It's not working out at all. For Alter Ego, Bigatron, they're winning in these team fights. Oh! It doesn't
Aduh.
work!
No.
Gak,
What the heck?
gak ini ya
Both
guys.
counters
Gak work.
that we were talking about, the Lunox yesterday, and then today the Esme, have completely failed.
Even though in theory Nino should be able to steal away some of these shields and get
Terlalu
an
kuat,
advantage,
guys, hari
everything is all the damage is coming out a bit too quickly for Iman on the Harith. Already with the Starlium as well. That's some good true damage coming through. Same thing can be said for Nino, but there's a range disadvantage for sure. For now though, I think Alter Ego, they're just stuck looking for some kind of pickoff, some kind of scramble. Rasi has not been able to find a pickoff.
Tempest of
Rossi
Blade.
goes in now with the falling Star Moon of Nino as well. Chorizo getting the shielding down 2 times with the passive on his first skill. But that's first blood. I actually didn't, I forgot that we don't have a single kill on the board just yet, so first blood in the 5th minute, almost 6th.
A very slow game when it comes to the kills for sure. And the big
Dapat
advantage for
first
BTR
blood,
right now
tapi di
is they
sini
are the ones
BTR udah
doing their
leading 3.000
thing,
ya guys.
and Alter Ego are the ones trying to
Objektifnya
adjust,
dimakanin
trying to find
semua soalnya.
opportunities to try and take advantage. Because of that, Super Ken is just doing the usual farming rotations, whereas Alter Ego are the ones sending Taz to find farm elsewhere on the map, looking for Rasi to try and save their own members, to try and go for some of these pickoffs. And to make things worse, there's no real easy target for them to go for when they're trying to go for a pickoff.
Exactly, that's what I was about to mention. What's the Link supposed to do in this particular situation?
We saw Kyrie when he was behind go for farm the side, but now it's Paquito. Rossi goes in, the Dragon committed as well, and that's going to be Chorizo who falls, but Iman now rotates over to the bottom lane with Helm in his Fury, pops in his Iman Force, and not even the hard guard can help him get out of this damage, which is still insane from Iman. Nino outmaneuvering them, going into the bushes, but Iman is still chasing down. Two-man penalty zone as Alter Ego look for the collapse once again, but Iman now jumps back in. Another realm pop down, Key will lose out on the HP, and Rossi will fall. Iman picks up one. Nino still in the bush. Moreno spots him out, and now it's going to be Pai who's very, very low. Iman won't pop in the Purify. Pai, one last hit should do it. Iman again, he has his Iman Force. That fight lasted so long. He popped his ult twice.
1-for-2 trade as well. Bigatron win it all out. A 5K
Tim
gold
pag
lead
yang
already,
begitu
and
panjang
you're
ya guys ya.
It seems like this matchup, it just brings out, it just triggers the chaos within both of these teams. Nino didn't have to re-engage into that, but he did. And they weren't even able to get anything out of it.
It's not only a matter of winning, it's a matter
Mungkin
of
kalau
pride,
Ninonya
man.
udah
How do
jadi
you win this match will make a
Guardian
huge
Helmet
difference,
mungkin ya.
considering the history, the rivalry that both teams have. That's why they wait for such brawling compositions. But right now,
Di sini
Eman
banyak
is just so
sisinya sih.
difficult to deal with. Tankier because of the shielding,
sisinya.
but also a lot of true damage coming in such a spammable nature. You're seeing why it's been such a solid replacement for traditional marksmen. And for Alter Ego, they have to, if they really want to try and deal with him, they have to burst him down before he gets
tasnya udah
rolling,
jadi
before
endless
the Zaman
battle ya
Force
guys.
gets activated. But the problem is they don't have a lot of crowd control. The only person they can really
Keliling
rely on to do
5.000.
that is maybe Rossi. But good luck finding him in the midst of everyone, including the Minotaur. They can cancel everything out with the
Tapi
Minion
di
Fury.
sini Alter Ego masih
Minion
bisa lah ya.
Fury, and even if you want to go for that, and if the problem is if Moreno is in the vicinity, then it can cause miscalculations because of the presence of the Nether Realm. I think the only way that maybe they can work around this Taz though.
Tas tak
Comes away, shoots
banget.
up as well. Chorizo gets a bit of a healing, trying to run away.
gets
Nether Realm
out.
comes in, and now Taz is caught in the tough spots. He has the Defiant Blades to get out though, and they will be able to pick up a turret in trade. But it's a sprint for Chorizo for a lot of big ults. That's a hard guard. That's the main weapon of this Angeline.
That's the thing. That's what I wanted to finish. before that fight begun. The only thing that I see Liling doing is utilizing that kill pressure to bait out the resources before a big team fight, like what he's trying to do before.
Right now, though, I think Alter Ego just have no kill pressure, no threat at all. Pikachu and Alpha, they're just moving along as if Alter Ego won't do damage to them.
Penalty zone cancelled and
Pai-nya
it's chopped
dimakan.
up. The recalls happened, but he has a penalty zone now. The Zaman Force will be used up to get the kill. And Alter Ego, their sieges have only come
Jokernya
through.
sama Harit
The
ya
split
di
pushes,
sini.
the sideways,
Alter
Chorizo
Ego.
chasing Taz away from even a lethal Wanderer. But Taz will be able to pick it up with a retreat. But now, because he retreated the lethal, Super Ken's on the orange. He wants it. Taz gets it away though.
Fortunately for him, as for sure. Looking at the EXP lane, though, Chorizo with a 2k gold advantage with the Bloodlust Axe. We haven't seen Paquito's itemize so aggressively, but now another fight breaks out.
Flicker by Iman, that's what it's used for now. He's able to maneuver out of Rossi,
Terlalu
who can't go with the way to Dragon. And
terlalu
everyone comes down as well as
sakit,
King
guys.
chases Taz. Nino in the back, gonna be knocked out by
mati.
Chorizo. And Pai will only be able to use the penalty zone defensively. The Angela, the Ling, they are running for the hills, recalling as Pai.
Pai-nya mati, ini udah gamenya Bigatron guys.
Rossi and Sunny Boy, only a Cho and an Angela. Against the power of a Harith, a Fed one at that.
Udah gak ada high ground
This might be the
N kan.
final push that Bigatron need.
Taz is still on the bottom side. He's still going for the purple buff. And Bigatron Alpha looks to collapse once again. They're playing it as slow as they can, but Taz this time has a purple buff. Jumps in, didn't miss it at all.
Tempest of
Picks
Blade.
up the blaze and goes back to the Lord. Able to buy some time and knockout strike onto 3 though. Will mean that Bigatron Alpha will be able to disengage
Masih
from
bisa
this
di
team fight.
ternyata guys.
They've gone 2 base turrets.
What a team fight. 2 waves are still going to be crashing, but it doesn't look like Bigatron Alpha want to commit just yet. Super Ken and T opening up vision for the team, but break that down for us. What happened?
I think Bigatron they're just a bit too far ahead, and they have way too much sustainability. Alter Ego, for the longest time, the fighters really worked because the marksmen were a lot more vulnerable. They can really be taken out before they can output their damage, right? That's the trade-off. For the Harith right now, that's not the case. The Harith still has a lot of shielding, a lot of spell lifesteal as well. Although the concentrated energy isn't really completed just yet for Eman.
Oh no, Rassi.
Look at that. Ooh, Rassi.
Rastinya dimakan guys.
Cancel by Super Ken on that way. The Dragon, he was looking for a cheeky little pick off, but Taz now jumps. Minion's Fury almost predicting where Taz was going to land, but Pai, penalty zone, used up, cancelled again. Zaman Force now, one last shot. Take Taz down. The hard guard was over on him, but now no minion waves, not just yet. The minion wave in the mid lane will come crashing down into the base. Alter Ego, do they have the wave clear to deal with this right now? With Iman already using the Zaman Force, they should be able to still clear it out. Super Ken, tanky as ever. Nino back up top.
Bisa di def dia udah nggak ada resource soalnya.
Who's very low. Shadow Stampede in the back, and now it's
Oh,
Zaman Force again from Iman. Not able to go for the base just yet as Rossi jumps in.
Oh.
Iman dodging away, just a pixel away from the penalty zone and flickering out of the way of the Dragon. It looked like the animation was about to come out for that way of the Dragon, but Iman dashed out just in time, or blinked out.
Happy
Pakai
feet on
BTR.
Iman. All
Lebih
the
memilih
resources
untuk
are
lord
hitting
terlebih
him. He was
dahulu,
able
Bung.
to dodge it all out. No purify, no problem. Utilizing the flicker in
Udah
the
susah
last
mau
second
gimana,
to
Cok.
evade. That was brilliant by him. Still, Iman, Harith, I don't think you can find a counter at this point.
As of right now, with the protection that he's granted with crowd control, with the NetherRealm's second HP, and his own flicker earlier, there's just no real way for Alter Ego to go for him and securely secure him without him wanting to be
Udah
in a
di zoning
precarious
ya
position.
guys ya.
And look at his positioning right now. He's just waiting out in the front. Look at the damage.
Say goodbye to Pai. He gets the penalty zone down, but he gets penalized as well for doing that. Taz is looking for an angle, but look at how Bigatron Alpha just layered your damage and waiting for Taz to have no energy to contest for it. Now Taz is getting ran down by Moreno, who's just chasing him down, walking him down, sending him a thumbs up, and Key catches him off guard. Taz has his time to Blaze. He will be able to escape just for a bit, but now one last hit should do it. Moreno goes bursters. Taz gets the hard guard. No, wait, photo. That was a photo.
Oh, wow.
Oh, hardguardnya udah
So the hard guard was
dipotong.
definitely used right there, but Rossi now, once again,
Udah end
caught in
guys,
the back.
udah end.
Oh, death to this welcome. Didn't
Udah
connect.
GG,
Oh,
udah
my
GG.
damage. Rossi's 1 HP. a pixel away from getting shut down. Him on with his Mod Force now. Minus Fury as well. Say goodbye to the Angela. Where did she go? Another realm to give them safe passage to not just go for the base, but to go for the members first. No hostages. 14 minutes.
What a dominant performance by Bigatron in game number 1 as they lead
Match up,
this Chaos Derby.
GG lah ya,
What is
GG,
that
GG.
damage from